Get ready to discover 12 amazing anime mobile games featuring breathtaking graphics and exciting gameplay, from epic MMORPGs and immersive RPGs to massive open-world adventures and strategic battles. This title delivers some of the best anime game experience available on mobile today. Top 12 high-graphic anime games of MMORPG, RPG, open-world, turn-based for mobile. We have a new Facebook fans page now. The name is GameMobile HDgraphic. Besides on YouTube, we will give an update on Facebook as well. A lot of amazing top list games will show up every day, so please check this out now. The link on the description and pinned comment. Honor of Kings World. I can't believe how this game is perfectly run on mobile devices. The developer perfectly optimized the game on another level, even though it has a seamless open world, but the quality of the rendering system is adorable. I would give a huge appreciation to the team studio for making it happen. The player will get a huge freedom to explore the wide world that will represent the next level of anime 3D games. We can even do so much action like ladders, climbing the wall or tree, sliding on the wall, double jump and swimming. Of course, this all action will help you a lot while in combat, so the player will be able to adjust the terrain of the landscape. The game's combat mechanism is super fast-paced. We need to raise our focus on making an anticipation or doing a parry or dodge moveset because the timing is so crucial. The player can create different combos by making a certain combination pattern of basic attack and also skill button. In battle, the hero can switch the character to trigger an extra damage. I love how we'll face a lot of huge bosses that have a tough combat level, even if they all look pretty cool in appearance. At a certain point, we'll unlock a new content and play the game with the other player in multiplayer. Overall, it will represent a Chinese team based by the hero's characteristic, architectural building, and also how the music instrument are well on describing that concept. Best MMORPG games for mobile. Pokemon Champions. Finally, we have a worthy Pokemon game on mobile that releases officially. No fan-made, no made by indie games developer, which means we should give full support on this game to stay long last. This game is focusing on mobile users, which is it doesn't have any open world base, but the player will get a special access to enjoy the combat battle base with a great Pokemon game's design. I would like to make it clear earlier, so the game is quite different in gameplay, which will never see any exploration, no capturing the Pokemon, or any deep storyline with a sub-story, so all of those aspects will never meet on it. Basically, the main focus is we should build up the team to fight against another player in real time. The gameplay is a turn-based system just like classic Pokemon games, with an advantage system of the element base such as water, fire, grass. We should always learn and understand about the skill buff and debuff skill. It will create a huge opportunity once we make a move in a new turn, lead the world rank on the PvP and fight against the other players all over the world. Just want to let you know, it's a cross-platform game for Nintendo Switch as well, so we can connect within one account on a different platform. The 7 Deadly Sins Origin. This game size is more than 20 GB, developed by Netmarble company, and surprisingly, they made it become no pay-to-win ARPG. This game was made based on the actual anime or manga of same title. No wonder the storyline, the character, and everything is well on represent that anime. It has a huge open world that delivers a seamless concept. The forest, city, mountain, and any dungeon that we can get into to find the secret treasures. The game visual effect looks so spectacular. I will love the ultimate skill animation is. The game will play in real time, so doing some action of parry, skill, and dodge will take a crucial aspect to launch. A lot of popular characters we actually can get through the storyline, and each of them will have their own element, which will give a huge advantage once we understand enemy's weaknesses point. Create your own co-op party to clear a certain feature. Where Winds Meet. It easily hooked my only first impression because it has a great action RPG game. The game is set in Wuxia world, where it's talking about 5 dynasties and 10 empires in ancient China. The game is super adorable with a great action combat that played in a real time. A lot of weapons we can hold such as a dual blade, fans, javelin, and any other weapons. Wuxia's style is always deliver a freedom to the player to explore the world, like running on the air, parkour, and high jumping. Enjoy the game story with so much sub-story through a side story and side quests by asking a certain NPC. Many fans say it's pretty similar with Ghost of Tsushima and Black Myth Wukong. The game's combat mechanisms are pretty fast-paced, doing a parry, counter, and any cool action is possible to do. NTE Neverness to Everness. This game will show you the power of mobile devices with a seamless open world and so many activities of NPC that will drain your device into a new level. There is so much activity like the traffic and how the NPC are walking so naturally. It has an urban experience with a great combination of a supernatural and anime art style. The game's combat mechanism are we can do some action set of switching the hero, parry, dodge, skill, and ultimate. It's truly making the combat look adorable with a fast-paced level. The skill effect looks unbelievable. That's not the only interesting part, because the player can explore the world by driving, doing modification, and even racing. Reach every corner of the city through climbing, wall run, and even swimming. Enjoy a rare experience on any game we will never see before, such as maintaining the business, getting some apartment, and decorate the house. Many fans say it looks like a GTA, and that's right, because we will get caught once we make a chaos. Zenless Zone Zero. HoYover's company is never run out of ideas. They always create a top-tier game anime that looks so interesting from all of the game's aspects. This game is focusing on the combat battle, and the world that we can explore is quite small though, with a dungeon base making it look so great to play in a casual way, so the player is not to be concerned about the story at all. The game's storyline is we'll become a proxy in a new Eridu city that successfully defends it from the hollow chaotic attack. The main gameplay is we will take 3 heroes on our side, switch to each other instantly to control the combos, always active to make a dodge parry to keep survive in a crucial battle. Every single character will have their own element with a different fighting style. As I told you before, the city seems so small, we can explore the new Eridu city. Ask the NPC to get a mission. Visiting the store or restaurant is possible to do. If you love to play an action stylish gameplay, surely this will be an option. Soulland Awakening World. From any Soulland game series, I will be honest if this version is the best if I compare with any game that has been released on mobile, because the action looks so detailed with so much visual effects. It has a great combination of an open world, combat, and PvP base. The player needs to play it manually, especially once we are in battle. With a real-time base, making your action and moveset become so crucial. The combo, aerial attack, and skill combo. But we need to understand how the element's power works, because it will significantly increase your power once you learn about the enemy's elements to overcome the damage number. Explore the world of Soulland and find out the hidden treasure chests that will locate hidden. Enjoy a different scenery of the forest, realm, cave, and any island. We need to hunt the soul beast, kill the monster to get a soul ring. It will add a new attribute statistic and unlock a skill. The older the soul beast you have, that means the stronger power will we gain. Dream Star Party. You know, Tencent companies are always making a new innovation on mobile games. Just like this game, I'm sure you will get a lot of excitement. Basically, I see where they get inspiration from, which is from Palworld, because the player will get a similar gameplay. For example, we can capture the monster to become our pet and let the pet grind some material or any basic resources for creating niche or building up a new tool's access. We will play as a young man who looks so cute with a chibi character design, but you can't judge and underestimate the gameplay through the character's appearance. I really love one action we actually can do, but we will never see it in any games nowadays, which is the player can capture the pet and then the pet can transform himself into a weapon. For example, the fire element pet can transform into a fire sword, and many other pets will have their own element. Monjo Stardive. I was hoping the developer will optimize the game on mobile, but until now I didn't find any difference about how the game running on mobile. I'm still experiencing the lag issues. Even my phone is the highest Snapdragon Elite, but I can't afford it. In fact, many of the game can run so smooth on my device. Okay, let's get back into the gameplay. Basically, the game has an open world game with a great combat battle, because the player can summon the other hero to fight side by side as a team. Pick your 3 main favorite heroes and switch to each other in a real time. Once we do this action, then we can create attack skill and trigger an extra action. The one features that I really like the most is it has a taming monster system. We can tame a wild monster to become into a monsterling. It's pretty useful to add a skill and increase the bonuses. The main storyline is about 2 young teenagers, their names are Verna and Claude, who try to save the Balana's world and unfold the mystery of this world. Roco Kingdom World. This game is a great version of Pokemon games like. Many fans say it has a cool combination of Genshin Impact and also Pokemon, so the player can catch the monster. Our main concern is to explore the fantasy world to find the strongest pet and train them. Create your own strategy and follow the main adventure in the magical world that's full of forests, desert, mountain, and any abandoned ruins. A day and night cycle will make it more realistic. The combat mechanism is a turn-based system. Remember to manage the strategy based on the elements like the water, fire, and wind. Surprisingly, the weather will determine your combat skill in a certain condition. Build your own house, tame the pet, and planting activity will increase your experience, and it's a good way as a good mood booster. SAWERIA. This is a new brand anime turn-based RPG that focuses on the strengthening the character, following the main storyline and managing the PvP team and also PvE. Fun fact, the company behind this game is Studio Side, well known as the Counter-Side creator. In battle, we need to place up to 4 heroes. We can use some basic action like a skill attack and also ultimate skill. We need to try to targeting one enemy to make them a break condition. It will weaken the enemy and deal massive damage after. As a player, our main focus is to determine the skill combination. The hero's queue is skill based on the elements. The team building will take a crucial aspect to create your own competition creation based on the rule. Once you solve it, then the synergy will be created between the heroes and its main. You are ready to participate on the PvP and gain a lot of rewards once you reach the world rank. Overall, it has a cinematic skill cutscenes with a cool animation. Genshin Impact. I will put this game and also Wuthering Waves on the same level because we will never find the result of which game is the best between both of them. But let's talk about the Genshin Impact as the representative of the best ARPG anime game on mobile all of the time. We can explore the beautiful world with a grainy landscape visual. It's just outstanding. The game's combat mechanism are a hack and slash. I think the game speed is quite realistic and not in a fast pace, which is the player can easily do an anticipation while getting attacked from the enemy. I love the elemental reaction by combining different elements, for example fire plus ice, to become melt. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks!